Welcome to Practicing HR 1.0. Based on a collection of experiences, challenge number 1 is to recruit right. Presenting the Recruitment Roundabout model, this gives us a different spin on how to get around the challenge of recruitment. Is the recruitment job more than just the CV? Are most of the discussions with the candidate and within the organization around the CV and the interview? So, in our experiences, some of the basic questions in an organization are: where are the CVs? When is the interview scheduled? And why has the candidate not joined us yet? Typically, these are some of the most important processes in the recruitment and selection process: CV search, interview schedules, and processing joining formalities. But is there more than this, than both the business and the HR can engage in together? Is there a better way that HR can become a business partner and business can help in enabling HR? So let us look at the recruitment roundabout, which gives us a totally different spin. So if we were to subdivide it, the first spin is about getting the right profiles, understanding and detailing. Then is identifying the right sources and readying a pipeline or a talent pool at the right time. And finally, to get all this is doing the right planning. It is only after that one can push the button to retain right. So getting the profiles is about who, the sources is from where, at the right time is how do we get them ready, and how many are we talking about. So let's look at the first spin, which is getting the right profiles. What is to be considered in that? Candidate education. Second is experience. Third, expertise, which is different from experience. And finally, most importantly, the fit. Together they are called the success profile. Education is about the knowledge of the candidate. Experience is about his work and career. Expertise comprises of the competencies, and fit is more about the personal attributes and is fit in the organization. This success profile should be detailed out before one goes into identifying the right sources. The right sources are derived from the success profile, which is the education, which tells us would it be freshers, which campuses. Experience would talk about which industry, which companies or corporates. Expertise or the competencies can be detailed in terms of which campus patch, how many years of experience, function, and the positions held. And fit is a result of personality tests. Sometimes they can be projected on the company alumnus profile or profile matching. This is together called organizational mapping or campus listing if one is looking at candidates from the campus. After the success profile and the right sources, the challenge is to ready a pool which would be deployed at the right time. So the The first step there would be creation of an orientation program. The most important thing is having a structured induction at the time of candidate joining. The second is to work on the fill plan. One should also factor in the succession planning within the organization. The next important thing is working out schedules. That is, what are the pipelines? When do you want it? How many can be deployed? And of course, what would be the carrying costs, which is the bench strength, or to be carried, or can you outsource it? What is the cost of that? All this should actually lead to an improved performance of the organization and should be integrated with the annual planning process. Now, finally, it is about the right planning. That is, how many, what are the numbers, for which one has to work out the requirements or the structure of the organization and plot the manpower against that, which will give us the vacancies or the gaps that has to be filled by recruitment. This needs to be a rolling plan and should be adjusted periodically based on projections and assumptions and reviewing the same. Best is to have the systems and HR management or information system to record all the details. This is the recruitment planning process. It is not just networks and systems, but it's based on a lot of stakeholder discussions and deliberations as well. So now, if we look at the recruitment roundabout, it's about right profile from the right sources, readying the pool at the right time for deployment, and having a right plan. It is only then that we can look at a different way of looking at recruitment and basically have a business HR round table rather than an across the table discussion. The next segment, we will look at the next challenge, which is retaining right. To know more, turn into Forefront's Talent Solutions at www.forefronts.in.